Hello everyone, welcome to this Photoshop tutorial on high pass sharpening. As the name states, it is a sharpening process which adds snap to your image. I do the high pass towards the end of my editing process. I guarantee you will love it, and so will the judges. Some general information about the high pass is that you do it in factors of 10. For example, if you start with 500, your next pass will be 50 and your subsequent pass will be 5. Basic information about sharpening that is important to know is that do not sharpen skin, sky, or water. You will mask out the areas that you do not want to sharpen. So now that I've given you some general information, let's get started with the process. So this here is just a keyboard shortcut that you're going to need to get a composite of your image or a copy of your image, and it's Command, Option, Shift, and E, which will give you a stamp. So now we're going to go to our image that we're going to use, which is here, and I want you to ignore this mask here because I prepared that in advance to shorten the time the video will take. So background and curves is the edits that were used on this image. So I have already done a high pass of 500. That's with and that's without. And I also did one of 50. So now I'm going to show you how to do the next one or how it's done. So you go here and you do your stamp, which we discussed is Command, Option, Shift, E. We're going to drag that layer to the top and we're going to call it Soft Light, and we're going to name it High Pass 5, and we're going to go to the menu up at the top under Filter, Other, High Pass. Oh, 5's already there. Type in 5. You can look at the image here when you're doing it. So here you see a little bit of sharpness on the leaf for the 5%. So, or the 5 pixels, I should say. So click OK. And then we do not want to sharpen the background in this case, or if it was sand, or sky, or skin, or water. So in this case, I don't want the background, so I'm going to apply this mask to this high pass sharpening. You'll see the black is going to hide the change and the white is going to allow it to come through. We need to get this mask up to this high pass. So we click the Alt key, click on the mask, and just drag it up and let go, and you have the mask there. So now we're going to adjust the intensity of the mask. So here is the 500 pixel sharpening, and I'm going to say there's nothing, and there's some, looks pretty good at 80%. This one here, we'll adjust it, and I'm going to say it's good at about, that looks good, 67. This last one we will adjust as well. It's a very subtle change, so generally I leave it quite high. I'll leave it around there. What I like to do after I've done my high passes, I like to put them in a group. So I selected them all by shifting on one and click and getting them all and making a group, and going to call it high pass because that's what it is. And you can turn it on and turn it off. I'll go back to the other part if you want to record that information there. So on our club website, there is further information on the high pass that is under the heading of Photoshop Action Tips from Tony Payne, Point 3, Adding Snap. I hope that you have found this video tutorial helpful, and a small plug. We have more videos on the club site that are worth checking out. Thanks for watching.